Mazda is offering 2.9% for 36-month loans. Mazda dealership stated they could offer this loan on a new car. How is this even possible when everything else I'm hearing has rates for new car loans above 6%? Am I missing something here? Now, yes, this would be rare for a car company to do, but you got to understand it from the car manufacturer's perspective, right? If they know that they could basically have you on hook for like 3 years onto a car loan with them, right? One, they could probably get the out the door price of these cars pretty high, right? Not to mention, they're going to make their money not with the car loan, but with the servicing on the car warranty, etc. Right? They really don't like make money from the car loan. They make money from all the other services that they tack onto it. Like that's where the big money actually is. I think I actually sat down with a car salesman before where he actually like broke it down to how much he would actually get paid per car, or how much the automotive company would actually get paid, like the dealership would get paid by the actual head company that they end up giving like bonuses to the sales guys or girls. Like they really don't make a crazy amount of money by the selling of the cars. They really do make the big money by like the extended warranties and also the maintenance servicing. And that's where they make the spread, right? And also it's probably like the loan within the house, right? So like a Mazda dealership would basically, or Mazda Financial Services, right? That's part of the company, would be willing to offer a really low loan like this, but probably with a car that is overpriced, plus with all these fees and extended warranties tacked onto it, you're really paying a dumb amount of money per month for this car that is just way overpriced, right? So that's how they really kind of trick people in this, right? I mean, not too long ago, there was car companies that would be like, "Oh, your first 4 months are at 0%, right? 0%," and they would push back a payment, your first payment, by like a month or 2 months. So your first payment wouldn't even start like 2 months from you signing the paperwork. I saw that before. So these dealerships are basically doing still anything they can to get people stuck in this sticky contract, right? Because they know, like I said, they know that once you sign this kind of like loan and they make it easy for you to sign the loan, you're going to be stuck with it or be very sticky and not really leave them for 3 years, right? Meaning they could just tack on things within those 3 years to really milk out the money from you, okay? So think about it like that. Just because it looks good doesn't really mean that it actually is. And by the way, you should not be getting loans on your cars ever at all, like period. They go down in value, is not worth it. It's better for you to just buy a car in cash, not care about it, and then start putting money towards your retirement. Now, some people might try to like justify, like, oh, if I get a loan cheap enough for my car, I could just put that money into the market. But the thing is, every time you do something like that, you are limiting your cash flow. Not to mention, you're putting more risk on top of yourself. Not to mention that you're just stressing yourself out. Because if something bad were to happen, like you lose your job, you're still on the hook for this payment. But if your car is paid off, okay, all you got to do is pay for insurance, and even then, you could just cancel your insurance, but you still got your car. So it's something to think about. Let's see. So this person says Mazda subsidizes the financing costs at their expense for the benefit of selling you a car. No different than the 36-month 0% loan on a cell phone. Yep. Let's see. So the surprising thing is that at least this dealership has trouble keeping anything in inventory and is gone the second it hits the lot or already has a down payment while it's in transit. Seems like they don't have trouble finding buyers. Interesting. So they will make up their loss with this in either the price of the car or lowering your trade-in value. Yep. Great rates, but at that term you're probably looking at 1K per month payments. Oof. I bet on this last month, financed 20K, which was half the out the door price of the CX30 Turbo. I was considering paying cash, but the low rate combined with the 5.3% I'm getting on short term CDs, which CDs aren't even really a good investment at all, was an easy one. The dealer also participated in the Costco discount program, plus we negotiated a few other items. The loan itself was not incentive to purchase the vehicle. This was similar to when I purchased a Subaru in 2016. I was going to pay cash on the 36K out the door, but they got me with a 0% 36-month loan. No brainer for us. And also, you gotta keep in mind too, the biggest issue with like a lot of people doing like 0% loans, for example, like that one person did, the only time where that really makes sense to do is say that you were to get a car for like 36 months at 0% interest, no extra fees or anything like that. The only time where it makes financial sense to do that would be if you put all the money that you were going to pay cash for that car straight into the stock market or into a rental property. Those are the only times where it basically makes sense because then you're making a huge return compared to what you're spending on that car because you're at that 0%. The problem is that typically when people get that 0%, it's because they can't afford anything else, or two, they immediately spend the money that they were going to use to buy the car. Instead of investing it, they just buy it on useless garbage. So now they got this loan and they lost all the cash that they had for the car that they were going to buy. So it's just something that people need to keep in mind. Is like the reality is we are all still human, and so if you're someone that like has like a hole burning in their pocket when they have cash in their pocket, guess what? You really shouldn't be going down this route, which is why for the majority of people it is so much smarter to just not get a car loan at all in general. And definitely don't get a car lease, but like don't get a car loan in general because most people won't do what I just said, where you would invest that money. You would typically just buy it on a bunch of useless crap or buy it on consumables, meaning you won't even have anything to say for what you spent your money on. So you could be spending like 20K or 30K on just going out, going on adventures, etc., and you will literally have nothing left over other than this car with a huge debt on it.